Hi everyone, welcome. Welcome to Grace Blossoms for You. My name is Lonnie and today I want to show you what I all got when I went shopping with my winnings from Peg at Craft Room Stories. She just had a giveaway for 1,000 subscribers and I won and I was so excited. I've never really won anything before, so I thought in the spirit of Peg, which to me is all about being generous, I needed to try and stretch this. And it was also a desire to make something with what I got and share it further. So with that in mind, we went to the thrift store so I could stretch the winnings. And I got some cool things. You want to see? First of all, well, it's still in my bag, so pardon the rustling. I'll try to fast forward through some of the noisy parts. Look at this. This is a huge thing of fabric, and I thought it would work really well if I was to make Christmas journals. This is heavy duty, so it would also, I don't think it would have to be Christmas. It's just because it's red, and I thought it would go nicely. But there's like a bunch of it here. The tag says how much. Almost 3 meters, and it's 1.5 meters wide. So it's huge, and it was $14, but then I got this membership coupon at our thrift store, and they give you 25% off. And this looks amazing, like it's strong. There were some more pieces too, but they were a little bit bigger. I picked the smallest one because, you know, I thought this was a lot. Okay, so there's this. So thank you, Peggy, for loving on me there. All right, so then I also got this graph paper book. I mean, yes, I can print them, but I thought it would be nicer just to have the actual sheets. And this thing cost 25 cents, so that was a good deal, I thought. You can even tell that it's probably old. It's from Zellers. We haven't had a Zellers in Canada for, I don't know, 20 years or so. Maybe not quite 20, but somewhere around there. And then I found something I hardly ever find. Actually, this is the first time I found doilies at our thrift store. And so, you know, I wasn't going to leave them there. Yeah, so they were from the dollar store originally. That's fine. And then there was this package, different sizes, and I don't even think it's been opened yet. And then there was another exactly the same, also 75 cents. And then there was something different in the way of doilies. And it's this. Look at this. Again, not even opened. It's by Hallmark, and I don't know how much it was originally, but let's see if there's a price under here. I don't think so. But yeah, it hasn't even been opened, and it's $1.50. And look, I can reuse the ribbon. So I shall. And then inside here, there are, I'm just going to open it. Like that, I think that works out to be a box or a napkin holder. That would be really nice for a napkin holder. And I actually don't have one, so how cool is that? And that looks pretty old too if you look at the design. So, looking for a date, but it doesn't give me one either. So, but yeah, I like that. And then look inside. Here's envelopes and, okay, plain pieces of paper, which I didn't know were in here, but that's fine. And then look at this. This is rectangular paper with like a lace pattern. To me, that says rectangular doily. And these are going to be so cool for the project I'm doing for Christmas, because I'll be using Christmas cards, and they're usually rectangle in shape. And this has been in there for so long. It'll be easy to fold, let's put it that way. So, yeah, so this was there. And more envelopes, because, you know, we need envelopes for crafting. So I'll put all this back in here for now. And I'll put it to the side. Then my husband found this really cool sheet music. Carl Fisher. Wonder what year. I always look at the year of things now when I can. And of course this one doesn't say anything. 07, March of 07. That's when this was used. But look how busy it is. And it's, yeah, I think I love it. The more busy a piece of music is, the more I like to use it for scrapbooking. So, yeah, I trained my husband to what to look for. And now I don't even have to go to that section. I look at the material and ribbons and lace, and he goes to the music section and gets me the music. So that's sweet, like that. Yeah, originally $12 Canadian. Thought I would find a year on here, but nope, not seeing that either. You guys are probably looking right at it and saying, it's this. Oh, no, I don't see it. But yeah, so that. And there's more. I found a scroll stamp. I always wanted a scroll stamp. And there it was. And so I wasn't going to leave it there. And it came with this really cool hydrangea, so I don't have to draw my own anymore. This looks like it's prettier anyway. So the whole set was $7. A little pricey for used stamps, but again, I got 25% off of everything at the end, so I'm not going to complain. And let's see what else. I got this. I was surprised to find this because it has like black and white pictures in it. And I thought they would, somebody did some coloring in here, that's fine. But there's some clothes and some feathers. I thought these would make great accents, like pages in a journal. Here's some botanicals. And just some really cool pieces. They also have a little texture to them, so yeah, I haven't really looked at everything yet, but I thought they were cool. Skyscrapers. Quite a few plants in there, which is nice. There's some condiments, and then another building, some bags, junk food, a building, running shoes, a park bench, there you go, some jackets. Anyways, I thought this would be so sweet in a journal. Even like this page that's mostly blank, this would be perfect because it would just fit on the one side and then the other side would be blank. So yeah, I was excited to find that. Oh, and look, here's all the pictures, only in smaller form. How cool is that? These I wouldn't color. I wouldn't color the bigger ones either necessarily, but these could be used for Twinchies or something like that. I like that idea. Maybe coffee dime or something. So yeah, cool. I didn't even know about those small versions in the back. Alright, what else? I got quite a few ribbons and things. I also got these, and I don't really know what they are. The Fruit of the Spirit verse cards. And I thought, for 75 cents, I'll look at it at home. And again, since everything is 25% off, which I actually didn't know it was that much. I got this card at the store there a while back, and I'm pretty sure since they introduced the card, they increased the prices, but they also increased the discount. So either way, it worked out in my favor, because by the time I finished paying for everything, it was pretty much exactly what I had to spend. So look at that. Fruit of the Spirit. There they are all together. And then individual ones. Oh, and these are very thick cardstock. What size are they? 4 by 4. And in the back is the verse. Wow. That is so cool. I think that must be the best find of the day. Oh, look, there's a beet. Patience. Lamentations. The Lord is good to those who wait for him, to the person who seeks him. It is good to wait quietly for salvation from the Lord. Amen. How cool is this? I love it. I love, love, love it. I think it must have been the Lord's way of answering an unspoken prayer, because when Peg mentioned that she had prayed over who would win the draw, I felt like, wow, that's great, but it's also like a responsibility, because now you're responsible. And so when I went shopping, I wanted to do it for his glory as well. And considering I couldn't even see what these things were in the store, these are great. I don't know how many of them there are. There must be about, what, 50 of them? Okay, some just have letters on them. Kingdom of Heaven. Everyone who believes in Christ will be part of the kingdom of heaven. Matthew 4:17. So some of them just have a kind of a verse on the back. That's okay. If I don't like the front of them for some reason, I can always put like a sticker or something on there. Is there a whole alphabet in here? No kidding. You guys, the whole alphabet is here yet. Wow. Huh. Some have more than one verse. Some have questions, like to make a game out of it. These would be cool to put in journals, because they're called Gospel Conversation Cards. Verses and questions for starting gospel conversations with kids. Cool. Question: how did God show his love for you today? How can you show that you love God? You know, these don't just have to be for kids. They could be for anybody. And I think even better to put in a journal to make people think. Especially for those journals that I've been giving out in the community. So, okay, that is amazing. A lot more there than you might think. Okay, I'm going to just put those back in the bag for now. Or not, I'll just put them here. They're pretty solid. Okay, I got more. I got this thread for using for embroidery. Sometimes you just want one color and you want lots of it. So I got that. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, there was all these smaller envelopes. So I got 3 packages of those. Then I got a little piece of Aida cloth because I like to include that in my journaling. Then I got this lace. Yeah, it was a little pricey, but there's 4 meters of it, so I thought that was a good deal, $1 a meter. And then I got all this ribbon here. Sorry, is it getting too close? I got all this ribbon. I thought that would be nice for the Christmas card journals that I'm making. And there's this gold ribbon. There's this gold ribbon, and there's 2 meters of that. Some more lace. And this is a really cool ribbon that I got. I had some before. I don't know how they managed to get more of it in, but this, it's like a ribbon, only it's got Aida cloth, or Aida, I don't know how you pronounce it, in the middle, and so you can cross stitch or embroider on this kind of ribbon. And so I was sort of looking for some more, and so there it was. It came in this ribbon to cross stitch. Huh. Made in the USA. It's 1 yard. Leisure Arts, Little Rock, Arkansas. Cool. So yeah, that was a little pricey as well, considering originally, way back when, it was $5.75, and now it was still $4, but it's okay. It's not a very common item. I had never actually seen it before now, so keep it clean in there. And there's more. Let's see, I'll just get all the lace and ribbon out of the way first. This is a cool lace here. Hadn't seen that one before. And this, I got this on spec because it's something Tina at Shabby Dabby Duda would like. This is like even the color green she uses. And then this one I got only because Peg made that French blue journal, and I thought I'm gonna maybe make one myself. Not that it'll be French, it'll just be blue. And then there was this silver and gold ribbon, I guess. So there's that. And then there's even more stuff. I got some punches, would you believe? Yeah, oh, one more ribbon, and it's gold. And quite a few punches. Let me just take them all out, and then I'll look at them more closely. Okay, I think that's everything out of the bag now. Okay, so here's a tiny little flower punch, which I thought would be good for scrapbooking. And this one even has like a ruler on the side, but it's a border one, and sorry about the noise again. Here, let me extract them. They had so many punches, I couldn't even believe it. It made me wonder if I'd ever looked in that spot before. So here is like a butterfly border thing, And I think that's why it has the ruler on there, because it's for the border. This one has like a teapot, and I think that's an egg thing. Not sure what that is, but there's a cup. And so yeah, the butterflies. And then here's one with, I think, dolphins and starfish. I think this one is for the corner, like a corner punch. I'm gonna actually try that and see. I did order one thing that was new, and it's not here yet, but it is a stamp, and it has dragonflies on it. If you watched one of my recent videos, you may have heard me say, I wish I had a dragonfly stamp, and that's what I decided. That was the first thing I decided I wanted, was to fulfill that wish. So here is what it looks like. This will be for the corner of a page. Now, depending on how you do this, this could also be used to make a tuck in a page. Like, say you put it there and then just glued it on. If you used a small piece of paper, that would totally work. And then let's see, what can I try this on? Use it upside down so I can see what I'm doing, I guess. I'm not sure. It doesn't seem to want to go all the way in. Maybe it needs different paper. I think the angle needs to be different. I'll have to play around with the paper. My desk is so full. Okay. Oh, I get it. That just, Isn't that something? So yeah, you would do that on the edge of your papers, like a paper edger. For some reason, I was thinking you needed to punch the whole shape out, like where the hole is, but the shape is actually this part here. So my confusion, but that's okay. I still like it. I will definitely be using that. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that design before, so cool. Alright, and then there's this tiny little paper, or flower. So we can already see they're nice. They always include like a sample piece. So I guess so you can see that it actually works too, which is nice. So I was thinking these would look good if they were in silver, you know, some kind of a metallic. That could make a good, like a confetti even. And same with these punches. Wow. Let's see if it will do this really thick paper. It doesn't really want to. Okay. So some of them may not be the sharpest. And some of them may not want thick paper. Well, let's try it on a thinner piece then. Try the teapot one again. There we go. So yeah, you get the cutouts, and then you can use the little shapes in like a shaker card or something. How cool would that be? I just need to learn how to make some shaker cards. But definitely confetti. Yeah, so I don't know. Hope you can see that. So that was my amazing haul. And wow, Peg, you're so generous. Thank you again so much. I'm gonna enjoy playing with all of these. And again, like I said, I got a lot of this with the Christmas card journals in mind that I want to make. So yeah, I'm looking forward to digging in and working on all this stuff. So I thought the doilies too, I could color them and make them fit in with the Christmas theme a little bit. Maybe I'll just spatter them with gold watercolor paper. I've done that before and that turned out really nice. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. Thanks again, Peg, for your generosity. Go check out Peg's channel. She's a hoot. She's got lots of stories. She and I were talking on the phone and I laughed so hard. My stomach was hurting a lot. So yeah, go show her some love. Thanks again, Peg. Love you, and thanks everyone for joining in today, and for thanks to all my new subscribers too. Thank you, I appreciate that. Hopefully you like what you see on this channel. If I can do something different, let me know. I am open to suggestions. In the meantime, have a great day, and we will see you again. Bye for now.